I still remember the day it all began. The sun sat heavy in the sky, painting the village of Tumba in shades of gold and amber. It was the season of Harmattan, when the dry winds swept through the land, leaving cracked earth and dust-coated leaves in their wake. That was the day Jabari, our village's most skilled hunter, made a mistake that would cost him more than he could bear. Jabari, the fearless hunter Jabari, was a man of great pride, known for his unmatched skill with the spear. No beast could outrun him, no prey could escape him. The village elders often said, a hunter must respect the spirits of the forest, but Jabari only laughed. He believed his strength alone ruled the wild. Every evening, when the hunters returned, they would lay their catch before the village chief, while others brought back antelope, warthogs, or guinea fowls. Jabari always had the largest kill, sometimes a leopard, sometimes a hyena. His reputation grew, and so did his pride. But the elders often warned him, Jabari, a man does not own the forest. He only borrows from it. Be careful not to take what is not yours. Jabari would wave his hand dismissively and say, no animal is beyond my spear. The night hunt. One evening, as the villagers gathered around the fire, a group of hunters spoke in hushed tones about a strange creature seen deep in the forest near the forbidden valley of Nyoka. It moves like a leopard, one man said, but its eyes glow red like burning coals. Jabari, always eager to prove himself, laughed. What kind of fool believes in spirits? If it has flesh, I can kill it. The next morning, before the first rooster crowed, Jabari set out alone. He carried his finest spear, the one his father had given him, carved from the sacred iroko tree and tipped with iron. The villagers watched him disappear into the mist-covered forest, shaking their heads. The forbidden kill deep in the woods, Jabari followed tracks unlike any he had seen before. Large, powerful, and deliberate, he moved silently, his breath slow, his grip steady. Then, near the foot of an ancient baobab tree, he saw it. It was a great beast, larger than a leopard but leaner than a lion. Its coat shimmered like the night sky, and its eyes burned with an eerie red glow. Jabari did not hesitate. He raised his spear and threw it with all his might. The weapon struck true, piercing the creature's side. But instead of collapsing, it let out a sound that froze the blood in Jabari's veins, a howl that was not of this world. The creature staggered, turned to look at him, and whispered in a voice that carried the weight of centuries, you have made grave mistake, hunter. Then, with a final breath, it vanished, dissolving into the air like mist at dawn. The beginning of the curse. Jabari stood motionless, his heart pounding. He searched for tracks, for blood, anything to prove what he had just witnessed. But the ground was untouched, as if nothing had ever been there. Unsettled, he hurried back to the village, telling no one what had happened. That night, as he lay in his hut, he felt something strange, a dull, throbbing ache in his chest. By morning, his right arm, the one that had thrown the spear, was burning with pain. Strange marks, like claw scratches, had appeared along his skin. Then the whispers began. At first, they came only in the silence of the night. Jabari. They were neither near nor far, neither loud nor soft. A voice, ancient and knowing, calling his name. The price of arrogance days passed, and the whispers grew louder. Jabari could no longer sleep. His once strong body weakened. The village noticed his change. His once bold steps became slow. His confident voice turned to fearful murmurs. Then the animals vanished. The traps he set remained empty. The birds no longer sang when he passed. Even the village dogs, who once followed him eagerly, now cowered in his presence. One night, as he sat by the fire, his wife Ibni screamed. Jabari, your shadow. It moves on its own. The villagers rushed to see, and indeed, the shadow twisted and writhed as if alive, stretching unnaturally even when the fire dimmed. The elders were called. They watched in silence before one finally spoke. "You have angered something beyond this world, Jabari." The last attempt at redemption desperate, Jabari sought out Baba Azai, the village shaman. The old man listened, his face grim. "You did not kill an animal," Baba Azai finally said. "You struck a forest spirit, a guardian older than this village itself." Jabari fell to his knees. "Tell me how to make this right." The shaman shook his head. "The spirit was a protector. You must return to where it fell and beg for forgiveness. But be warned, the spirits do not forget easily." That night, armed only with courage and fear, Jabari returned to the ancient baobab tree. He knelt, tears streaming down his face, and spoke words he never thought he would say. "I was wrong. I was blinded by pride. Forgive me." Silence stopped in a whisper, low and cold. "It is too late, hunter." The ground trembled. A wind howled through the trees. The last thing Jabari saw was the red glow of two burning eyes before darkness consumed him. The legacy of the hunter. By morning, Jabari was gone. His hut remained untouched, his spear still leaning against the wall, his footprints leading into the forest but never returning. The elders declared his name forbidden to speak. The children were told the story, a warning passed down from generation to generation. A hunter must respect the spirits of the land, for the forest does not forget those who take without giving. And so, even now, when the Harmattan winds blow through Tumba, the hunters whisper a prayer before they set out, lest they suffer the fate of Jabari, the man who thought no animal was beyond his spear.